Fortnite Season 3's first massive update has arrived, with Epic teasing Stark Industries' return, a subtle Easter egg confirming Megalodon's true identity, and yes, even the return of constellation teasers for Pandora's Box, all of which hint at a new collab. We're uncovering all of these as well as 30 things you missed in the new update, starting with the return of Stark Industries. An unexpected object was added in this update, and not only does it confirm our suspicions about next season, but it also gives us a hint at an upcoming POI. If you played back in Chapter 2 Season 4, you might remember one of the greatest build-ups to the update, with the rift beacons being placed around Frenzy Farm to introduce Stark Industries as a location. In this update, there's been added an updated version of Tony Stark's rift beacons placed on the map. This one's looking towards Reckless Railways, which means that we'll likely see it removed in Season 4, making way for one of Fortnite's most iconic POIs. That's right, because Stark Industries has a chance of returning next season, or even a new Marvel POI like Avengers Tower, and it only makes sense since these are something fans have been asking for ages, and coming later in the video there's something that makes this even better. That was one of many new map changes in Chapter 5 Season 3, and confirming our past theories, the central lake has continued to dry up even more in the brand new update. Here's a side-by-side of the before and after the map in today's update, and this thing's growing more and more pale by the day. It also appears the Nitrodrome got a small update with 2 new black squares in it, so keep an eye out for more hidden map changes across the island, and the lakes also received some changes hinting at an upcoming collab, so stay tuned to find more about that towards the end of the video. But another huge change on the map is the new Loot Island, which is now completely revamped to match the theme of this update, which is Metallica. It's turned into a small stage that's inspired by Metallica's M72 World Tour, and it even has some grind rails returning on top. What's even cooler is the addition of the iconic Metallica member holograms that'll be activated when you emote on stage, but this doesn't even compare to the other stuff added in the update that'll change the game forever, the last 3 in particular. Something that won't be happening in the island though is the new Metallica live event, which just left players both excited and disappointed. Initially, everyone thought this would be the first concert live event to take place in Battle Royale since the Rift Tour, but it looks like that's not the case at all. This live event will be available in Discovery with multiple showings so everyone gets a chance to attend, and it'll be made in UEFN by a team called Magnapus who specializes in these events. It's the first event of its kind, but we can expect it to be on par with other live events that we've seen in the past, but it's being made clear that Battle Royale is no longer Epic's only focus. Like the new Metallica items in BR, but first, Festival's also gotten its own battle stage mode, which is a 16-player fight to the death across 4 different songs. The goal is to get the highest score on a randomly chosen track where you can set the difficulty to your liking or select a specific part of that song to play. The best part is you can sabotage your opponents by launching attacks that'll slow their scoring down and break their streaks. This happens by building overdrive. More overdrive will give you longer lasting attacks to ensure you'll be the last one standing among rivals. This is something Festivals needed for a long time, and I'm glad we finally got it. And while not the focus, Battle Royale still managed to get some of the coolest gameplay we've seen in Fortnite yet. For a long time now, there's been leaks of an upcoming guitar item, which we finally got, and it does not disappoint. The Mythic guitar can be found from stands across the map, and it literally turns you into a bolt of lightning soaring through the skies, and you can even crash down on your enemies. It works similar to Nitro Fist, allowing you to dash in the sky, so you and your teammates will be better prepared to ride the lightning. Around the map, there's also NPCs like Riot and Power Chord who have been added to celebrate this rock event. Moving over to Rocket Racing, it also got a small Metallica themed update itself, where by playing Rocket Racing and completing a couple of challenges, you'll be granted a car body, some decals, and a pair of wheels entirely for free. It's the first time a car body is being given out for free, so you might be scared you're gonna miss out on it. But don't worry, because these challenges are up until August 16th, so you have plenty of time to build your progress. Speaking of build up, the Greek season's build up was inspired by constellations written within Pandora's Box, each pertaining to new skins. And in a turn of events in the new update, we have some new ones that have been added. The Pandora's Box might be missing, but teasers regarding it are not, with these icons resembling something bigger coming to the game. For example, the bottom right one appears to resemble part of the agency's logo, foreshadowing its return, a cutlass likely hinting at a collab that we're touching later on in the video, or even what looks like Oogie Boogie from Nightmare Before Christmas, who could be returning later on. These all likely mean something, so we have to try to decipher them. And there's another possible returning character, because the new super styles were just revealed with bright neon tones to each. There's a cold fusion color, a neon hazard, and what they call digital ghost. Look closely though and you'll realize this isn't the first time that we've seen these neon super styles. In Chapter 3 Season 2, Gunner had this purple and neon style, and when you look at the new neon hazard style on Megalodon, this only shows more and more similarities between the two characters, and honestly they might just be the same person, and I can't unsee it at this point. Before we get to the last secret details, subscribe if you want more vids like this, and consider using code 8 in the shop. Because yes, we have some new cosmetic types if you're looking to spend your V-Bucks wisely, because there's a new feature everyone's been yearning for, and it's at last been added to the game. Ever since jam tracks were added, players were skeptical about their price, 500 V-Bucks being quite quite a lot for something like them, but now they're even more worth it. In the new update, Epic made it so jam tracks double as lobby tracks, so from now on, all jam tracks are available as lobby music, letting you sit idle and listen to your favorite songs. And if you take a tour to the item shop to view the new Metallica cosmetics, you'll notice that one in particular has a ton of hidden features. The contrail for the set is icon rarity, making it the first contrail of its kind, although other cosmetic rarities are not a thing anymore. Not only that, but it's also the first contrail to include actual music when free falling, which makes it infinitely better than most. This is a little reminiscent as to how Chapter 2 began, with us jumping out of the bus, hearing the Ruckus song in the background, so let's hope this is a returning trend with new contrails. The update's full of new weapons and items, one of the newest ones being the heavy impact sniper rifle with mods. The weapon's a bit unfinished, but in the files an icon for it can be found, and if it looks a little out of place, that's because it is. This is only a placeholder because many hardcore fans have pointed out that the snipers from Save the World. We're likely getting this in the next game update with a brand new icon for it, and hopefully it'll live up to the OG heavy sniper that was a fan favorite to the community. The main new weapon in this update though is the tow hook, which was showcased in this season's gameplay trailer. It works exactly as you'd expect, with players being able to attach it onto vehicles and slide around similar to the Spider-Man Mythic. It has a range of 50 meters and does 75 damage to players, but way more damage to structures and vehicles, so it's a good way to counter the OP cars. Speaking of which, a big item that can fully counter cars has been added in this season, but it got a big nerf. EMP grenades have returned in the loophole after everyone was asking for them and replaced boogie bombs. But to still keep the car meta somewhat useful, the EMP no longer disables vehicles for 25 seconds, but rather for 10, so you'll need to be quick with eliminating a player when you disable their car. And we have even more insane news about 2 crazy updates coming, including official release dates and a map change that we promised at the end of the video. Which brings us to Fortnite's next icon, which is Nick A30. His skin's loaded with styles, but also hidden details like his emo only reading King A30 when you do it with his skin, the helmet having this little crescent leaf, which is a subtle reference to his main skin, Mogul Master. And yes, his back blink's dynamic with different text based on your health, and if you change your language settings, the good news is that this back bling even changes with it, meaning it has dozens of secret styles. Another cool reference in the update is something only eagle-eyed fans will be able to catch. A new back bling for the upcoming summer event's been added, and it's a small Peely plushie on top of a pool floaty. This is a chill callback to this season's trailer where we can see Peely minding his business, hanging around in the beach with his pool floaty, when suddenly the Sandstorm and Leviathan ship cross him and eliminate him in the process. Epic can just never leave Peely alone. Only 2 more updates remain, but we have a bonus secret hidden at the very end of the video, so stick around. Peely isn't the only plushie back bling added in this update, as we also have one of the most iconic characters in gaming, the Fall Guys beam. The Fall Guys collab's finally been added after all, featuring the plushie back bling, a hammer pickaxe inspired by the Fall Guys obstacle courses, and a music pack which is unfinished. This is only part 1 of the collab, as we know later on in the summer we're getting a Fall Guys minigame in Battle Royale and possibly our very own customizable bean characters as cosmetic types. But this isn't nearly as shocking as the bonus where Fortnite removed a key feature after 4 years, saved for the end of the video. Before that though, we have another huge collab that's already being teased in the game. In the Central Lake, a pirate outpost has been set, teasing the Pirates of the Caribbean mini pass event that'll be taking place in the middle of this season. For example, this half-sunken pirate ship is a reference to this scene in the first film, and there's also hidden quest dialogues hinting at a massive new themed POI. Epic also accidentally left a clue in the files that guarantees we'll be getting a Pirates of the Caribbean POI somewhere on the map, so this could be near the map's shores. These quests end around July 19th, so expect the collab around then. And now for the insane bonus. In the new update, there was also a core mode which was secretly deleted with no word from Epic. Party Royale, the mode that was added almost 4 years ago, has now been removed, and some people think it was due to a lot of controversy around it given how some people acted while playing it. That's everything new in Fortnite's update, so like and subscribe for more.